biggest gift that I gave humanity is the conversion portion of my work. It's so important because when we deal with primitive management, and that is thousands of years old, and the first settlements brought in from England and all that, when we deal with primitive management, the fact that I was a woman, the fact that the Americans are very respectful to women, is why this project got this far. And I know Canada hated, and that's why I pushed St. Olive at the beginning of the story, because I was too close with the Yankees. But it wasn't my fault, and I'm kind of repeating this. It's because of my Iraq 2003 work. Because remember, this story is very long. And Illuminati tried chopping up the work because they saw it as global. But we don't want that work touched. We have 56 kilometers of books nobody reads. And at a time when this side is slow, we want to use that to our benefit, to push reading. But historically, they would block children from reading. They would. Or discourage reading, as teachers were trained for that, to create class differences. I swear to you, you will never believe what the stuff I know because I was raised by the Black community. You see, so I know a variance, a very good variance. That is why we are pushing that exhibit. That exhibit is not to change men. It is not to discourage any type of thing. It's to push a showcase for dialogue, the highest intelligence feasible as the first humanal in pushing ethics. And what WikiLeaks tried to do, probably got shot the first week, Prophet Hannah rocked. And this is a fluke in the story. If she wasn't a woman, if the Americans weren't good to her, which at the beginning they were awesome, until the soldiers changed because something went wrong, we would have never made it this far. If the medical doctors didn't save her, we would have never made it this far. And really, if we can do that exhibit, it takes primitive management and opens up dialogue. It's so simple. Now, I can do anything I want. I can go down to the convention center and book the convention room and start doing my models and do some advertising. The problem is they're withholding money. When I sold my home in 2015, they're withholding money in pushing that exhibit. So they went into my bank account, took out money illegally. So I don't want to start borrowing money from here and there to open up an exhibit. I want the blessing that is required from Jews to be able to get the money, to be able to go to this convention center and open it up, because it's dialogue. Their fear is, because I own all of it, I'll crush everybody else. But it's not competitive if you already own it. So they brought in an artificial city right now. And they're trying to control. This is foreign always. Because they're trying to give their own people bits and pieces of the work. You see Prophet Hannah media everywhere. But for the first time, we have the authentic. And the person survived death. And even the soldiers are wounded and are patching up their wounds. So if so many people are injured and it belongs to the globe. It's not about you controlling it now. You can buy a ticket and be one of the first to look at the exhibit. But I need your blessing to give me my dues. Because if I sell my home and do legal and you're doing fraud and you injure our police, you're blackmailing Americans and Canadians. Another entry.